walk us through why such a long wait and kind of how these tunes came to be?
Dude, yeah, I mean, the long wait was like never intended, I guess. It definitely wasn't ideal to put out music 4 years apart from our first real release, but I mean, it just kind of happened that way, you know. We put out the first record, and like, no pun intended, like we didn't really expect anything. It kind of ran its course and just blew up in a way that we just weren't prepared for, and so we kind of didn't know what to to do, and you know, we played some shows, and then COVID happened, like the world shut down, so we got like a little lazy, and then we were like, okay, it's been like a couple of years, we should probably keep doing this, and so you know, we got in, we wrote some stuff. It's funny, the EP coming out isn't even like the current, like we're sitting on a full record right now on top of that EP that will,
Nice.
yeah, that we can talk more about later. We actually decided, um we only even wrote this EP because we decided like it's taken so long for us to work out the kinks of like LP2 that we're like, we have to put something out just to have music. So we actually like got together, wrote those songs, recorded them, and are putting them out all in the span of like a month. Like we started all this like back in September. And so we just kind of grinded through it, and here we are. And new Sleave is coming out next week, and I still can't believe it. It's
So
been so
like an
long,
India tour in 2024.
dude. We do not have the time, but they literally DM'd us maybe 2 weeks ago, the promoter of those festivals, and they were like, "Hey, you want to do it again?" And we
You
were
gonna
like,
come back?
we told them we were like, look, you have to pay for everything. Like we're not paying for the flights. We're like, if you get us there and get us back, and you pay to like for us to bring all of our shit over there, so we have our like gear, like we'll do it. And they were like, yeah, for sure, for sure. And we haven't heard back, so probably not. But you know, who knows?
Well, those of you who are just tuning in and don't get like why I reference that, like no joke, Sleeve did an India tour. Like I can't even think of how many bands have done that. Not many.
None, absolutely
I remember
none, because they were astonished that we were there. They couldn't believe it.
I remember when you told me that story when we like first met in like early 2020, and I was like, that is bonkers.
I didn't believe it. I probably wouldn't have believed it if you guys didn't put out that music video from that tour. I'd be like, yo,
Yeah,
they're
dude,
just
a lot
fucking
of
with
people
us. There's
don't
no
believe
chance.
it. Yeah, like I have so many people in bands, like in like bands and shit. They're like, "Yeah, what's like the craziest like tour experience you have?" And I'm like, "Well," and they're like, "Okay, come on, stop fucking with us." Like, what? Like, you see a gig in
Calcutta.
Florida? What is it? Come on! And it's like, no, no.
I saw a body in the Ganges.
Dude. No comment. But it was crazy. We weren't ready. We were just kids. We were not ready. Dude.
Well,
But
seriously, just kids. Like I just saw the other day, and I had to hit you up. Like you posted your graduation photo, and it was like, what, 2016? I was like, wait, what? Like,
2016.
I was like, what
We
the
went
fuck?
to India in 2018, 2019. I was a child, dude.
I was a child.
I should not have been allowed to do that.
They put you
Yeah,
on a
you had to
plane
get like
and
your
put you in
your
an
mommy
ancient
and daddy's
civilization.
permission to do it.
Yeah, I had to sign a waiver.
Mom, Dad, I need to get a passport. Why? We're going to India.
Dude.
Eat, pray, love.
Our guitar player Olivier was like, I'm just gonna start calling any Guitar Center or like Sam Ash or like music store in the area and just like give them a list of our stuff and just see what happens. And I'll be damned if the first Sam Ash he called didn't go, yeah, we had a guy come in and sell us a lot of this stuff today. And so at this point, we're freaking out because we're like, no, no way. And like we're trying to explain to them over the phone, like, hey, like this sounds crazy, but like we just played a show up there like the other day. Our shit got like that is our shit, like it's ours. And they were a little unruly at first. They were kind of a little dickheaded about it, but like eventually they were like, okay. They're like, look, they're like, okay, so they're like, we already sold like a couple of your things on the list. We'll call those people, see if we can get them to return it. They all did. Shout out to those people. As soon as they found out it was stolen, they brought everything they bought, if they bought anything back. And they're like, the rest of the stuff, we have it. Like, we'll put it in the back. We'll put it aside. They're like, you need to get like your case guy involved, and he needs to come like verify it, and then you can like pick up what we have or whatever. And now the story gets crazy. We don't
Also,
hear
it gets
anything back
crazier
from
than
our
this.
case. Yes. So we don't hear anything back from the case guy. We blow him up like all week. Don't hear a thing. The Sam Ash calls us back, and they were like, "Hey, we just wanted you to know the guy that brought in your stuff and sold it to us came back with more of your stuff as well as other stuff that wasn't ours." So we were like, okay, like what, did you get our stuff? And they were like, yes. What we did was we locked the door on him, we locked him in, and we called the police. And we were like, shout out Sam Ash. And so we're like stoked. So like we're getting all of our stuff back. This is crazy. And they were like, yeah, so about that. And we're like, what? And so he goes, we called the cops. The cops showed up. We tried calling the guy in charge of your case. He didn't answer them either. And we're like, okay, so what did you do? And they were like, well, the cops said the stuff he brought in wasn't worth enough money to charge him. So they just let him go. With all of our stuff.
With your stuff?
With the stuff. They just let him go. With our stuff and whatever the other stuff was that assumedly he stole. So
That's so
now
shitty.
we're like, yeah, so we're like, okay, great work, great detective work there. Now all you've done is let this guy know that, one, we know he stole our stuff, and two, we know that where he's going to pawn it off. So now he's gone. Like, now we're never going to get this chance again. He's out with our stuff.